There are 11 pilots in the red arrows. You have Red 39 who are displaying for you in the skies. You have myself, Red 10 team supervisor, former Tornado GR4 pilot, and also qualified flying instructor on the Hawk team RC. We are commanded by Officer Commanding Rapat. That's Wing Commander Adam Collins. He was former Red 10, former Tornado GR pilot, and has also flown the F-111 while exchange with the Royal Australian Air Force. Reds 8 and 9 will make themselves rearwards to form alongside Red 6 and 7. And in this year, 2024, we celebrate and pay tribute to all those that paid the ultimate price in Operation Overlord. And that was the operation in World War II to storm the Normandy beaches, commonly known as D-Day. As the team roll out, coming in from the right in tribute to all that took part and those never came back. This is the Spitfire roll. On the right of Red 1 is Red 2, that's squad leader Chris McCann. Chris McCann is in his first year on the team, and after training he was taken off to be an instructor on the Tucano as a qualified flying instructor, after which he then joined 617, the Danvers base at RAF Lossiemouth, where he actually received an Air Force Cross for his service and operations over Afghanistan at RAF Coningsby. We'll see the smoke is on. It's 4, 5, as he forwards. As the team roll out, November 2023 we celebrated the 20th anniversary of the final flight of one of the most iconic aircraft in history. There's no mistake in the team as they roll out in the wonderful shape of the majestic Concorde. Once again, the team pull up at over 400 miles per hour, showing the expertise of the pilots pulling the loop in formation. In addition to that, you've now seen them change shape with Reds 8 and 9 moving to the outside in one of our big wing shapes for the Signet loop. The team slow down to approximately 120 miles per hour over the top of the loop, which makes the controls even harder for the pilots and making the station keeping even more difficult. In addition to that, Red 1 will now bend them around the left and change the shape from Signet. As I said, there are 11 pilots in the Red Arrows. The Red Arrows is not just about the pilots. We have a squadron of over 140 personnel, with over 120 of them are your engineers, technicians, your administrators, your logistics and all the support personnel. And they are known as the Blues due to the colour of their coveralls. You now see the wings have flexed forward, Reds 8 and 7 at the back. Get your cameras ready for the colourful Phoenix. In the middle of that right wing on the uppermost is Red 4, that's Flight Lieutenant Ollie Suckling. Ollie is in his second year of the team. He was actually Red 4 last year, however. On the front row on the far left hand side is Flight Lieutenant George Hobday. He is known as Red 5. Red 5 is again in his first year on the team. He's a former Typhoon pilot flown with the 11th Squadron at RAF Coningsby. The bird call is made by Red 9 as Red 8 and 9 roll around the rest of the formation. Watch for the colour change as Red 1 flies the formation down the line. The first effect is This makes the smoke burn more brightly. In addition to that, it disturbs the airflow outside the back. Our world famous Diamond Line. Now come round to the right. This will be your last opportunity to get the iconic picture of the Red Arrows in our Diamond Line. Once again, the smoke comes on from the right in our world famous Diamond Line. It's the Red Arrows. As we go into the second half, get your cameras ready for a manoeuvre not seen since 2003. It's the 5-4 split. We now start the second half of the show, and we just break down into two distinct sections. We have Enid off to the right. They are now known as Enid, named after Enid Blyton's famous 5 from the children's books. And we have Red 6, 7, 8 and 9 off to the left, known as Hannah, named after squadron leader Ray Hannah. He was one of the first leaders of the team, the only team leader to lead the team for 4 years. He took the team from a 7 to a 9 and formed our Diamond 9. Enid from the right, Hannah from the left, for the 5-4 cross. Keep your eye on Enid going off to the left-hand side. The Red Arrows were formed in 1964 with our first public display in 1965. We were actually formed from 3 different teams: the Red Pelicans, the Black Arrows and the Yellow Jacks. We took the red from the Red Pelicans, the arrows from the Black Arrows to give us our name, and we took the aircraft from the Yellow Jacks. And in celebration to our first aircraft, coming in from the right, this is Enid in Nat. Formation. Get the cameras ready for the Hannah break. As we now go into the second half of the display, it's the 7 and 8 Red 9 is in his third and final year. He's a former Tornado GR4 pilot. He's also flown the Typhoon, and he was a qualified weapons instructor. Get your cameras ready. You do not want to miss this opportunity. The smoke comes on from the world famous Synchro Heart. Let's give Red 6, 7 and 8 a wonderful round of applause for a wonderful heart over the Bay of Portsoy. And of course, the Red Arrows would like to dedicate today's heart to all the organisers and personnel responsible for bringing the Red Arrows to Portsoy Boat Festival. Keep your eye on Red 6 and 7 coming in from the left-hand side. Once again, only at 100 feet above the sea. A closing speed of over 800 miles per hour. They'll look to pass each other with only 30 metres. They'll go unsighted at the last minute in the opposition barrel mode. At over 450 miles per hour. Red 1 will roll them to the right. Get your cameras ready for the Vixen vertical break.
Exciting when they come out of the clouds.
Yeah, they know where they're going to go.
finish the maneuver called the boomerang. Two and three roll go. Clear go as reds 4 and 5 roll around the outside. One of the hardest manoeuvres for our new pilots to master each year. This is rollbacks. Down to the newest member, it's striving for excellence in everything that we do, and we try to leave the team in a better place than where we found it. As we celebrate our 60th anniversary, Reds 8 and 9 join the wonderful 60 in the sky.